Rachel. Thanks for stopping by. Ignore the ghetto setup back there. I had loaned my backdrop holder thingy to somebody and they haven't gotten it back to me, but I needed to do a video. So ignore that and everything else in the back. Don't make fun of it because I already know. So what's up? Thanks for stopping by. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. Let's talk, let's chat, comment, like, subscribe. Do what we gotta do to get Rachel some more views. All right, so today's topic is when I basically gave God an ultimatum just because I did not think that he heard me or he was listening to me. He literally showed up in a way that I never imagined. So I have already recorded this and I haven't posted it just because I don't think I did the story justice. So I am re-recording. All right, so for those of you who don't know, I also sell makeup, so I'm going to be touching up my makeup, and I do have a link to my makeup site in my description. So if you're looking for some good full coverage, some sunless tanners, some other things, go to www.glamourbutterfly.com, order the makeup. I do send you some samples. All right, so I've done this story. 2010, July, my fiance passed away. So I didn't believe in God before then. I honestly never went to church. When growing up, I didn't even know Jesus was alive for 30-something plus years. I went to a friend's house and she had the nativity set still up after Christmas. It was Easter and I was like, what are you doing with the nativity set up? Like, Christmas was over a long time ago. And she explained to me that, you know, Jesus died during Easter. He came back to life, and, you know, so we keep it up for that time. And so I really never even knew who Jesus was. My fiance came into my life in 2009 and he would pray with me, like literally legitimately pray with me during like before dinner or before bed. We would pray and we would read the Bible, and I knew nothing. I don't know any of the Bible still, but he was really teaching me. After his passing, July 18th, 2010, I was at work. I had taken a couple days off and I literally went to lunch, and I had sat out where I sat many times for lunch, like this amazing corridor, the sun shining down. Phoenix, it's super hot in the summer, so I was just kind of taking a minute just to kind of go out there and breathe. And I was sitting there, this is a couple weeks after he passed, and I was like, God, I need to know you're there. I need to know you hear me. I need to know, like, I can't go on like this. I need to give me a sign, please. So I prayed to him for a sign, and I waited. So basically my sign was this. There was a lot of birds around, and they were just all around me. And I was like, if you exist, God, bring each and every one of these birds to me, like beside me. And I prayed to him and I waited. I was like, of course you're not going to do it because you don't exist, and well, you may exist, but you don't hear me because I'm not, you know, godly enough for you to hear me. And so I just waited there, and after a couple minutes I was like, okay, forget it. You don't hear me. You don't listen. You don't listen to me or my prayers, so I'm just gonna move on. And all of a sudden, like, as soon as I'm getting up, I see this woman round the corner, and she's dressed in these like really long, like a long hat, a long dress, and she has something in her hands. And I'm like, so I just watch her, and she comes straight to me, and she has a bag in her hands. So in this bag, she starts throwing out bread, and she's like right next to me. Like, I'm not even joking. I could reach out and touch her. Like, I could be like, touch. And she literally started throwing this bread out right next to me, where I said, God, if you exist, you will bring these birds right here, and I will know you hear me. And she started throwing bread, and all of a sudden, all of these birds in this corridor were right next to me. How crazy. And oh my gosh, like, such a, like, Rachel, here you go. You are being heard. Your prayers are being heard, and you are here it is. I don't have to do this, but I'm going to, just to verify you. And I was in complete shock. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And at that point in my life, at my darkest moment, because I didn't know what I was going to do without my fiance, I was shown that God does hear me and God is listening. And he showed me that no matter what or how bad you may think it is at that point, you call to him and he's there. So I literally, if it wasn't at that point I gave my life to Jesus, I said I have to be all in. And I want to say this: I'd rather believe and have it all be fake than not believe and have it all be real. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you don't subscribe, please do. I have a bunch of stories that I'm going to be, putting out there, and I really wanted to share this one. And of course, I'm going to share more about my, my faith and about me, falling off the bandwagon and falling back in. I just went to a movie. I can only imagine. I've listened to that song over and over and over and over again after my fiance passed away, and to go to that movie and see that that was written for his father was amazing. Like, I loved that movie. So if you haven't seen that movie, check that out too. I Can Only Imagine, Mercy Me. If you haven't heard the song, check it out. It's on YouTube. Anyway, thanks again for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. We all know the drill. We're all YouTubers. We're all doing what we can to make it. So thanks again, and I am out.